12 hours down, time for some caffeine and time to hit the dirt.
Welcome back to Off-Road Odyssey. Today is all about trail therapy. We're heading up towards Santa Clarita to explore this trail that's supposedly rated a 5 out of 10 online and has some scenic views of the surrounding area. Also, some fun offshoots. I haven't been to this trail yet. It's my first time, so bear with me, and I'm gonna do my best to show you guys what to expect here in case you want to come here on your own.
As the tires finally leave the pavement and hit the dirt, the decompression really starts. But heading out to clear my head after a 12-hour shift means I need to know exactly what I'm driving into. That's why I always map these runs out with the OnX Offroad app. It's how I found Drinkwater Trail today. Right on the app, you can see it carries a 5 out of 10 difficulty rating, giving me a heads up on the deep ruts and steep grades we're about to tackle. And since we are heading way up into the Angeles National Forest where cell service drops completely to zero, I downloaded the offline maps for this entire zone before I even left the hospital parking lot. If you want to find trails in your own backyard and explore with absolute confidence, hit the link down in the description to grab a free trial of OnX Offroad. Alright, let's drop it into 4 low and see if this trail really is a 5. This is when we decided to put it in 4-wheel drive. Alright, it didn't take long to find out why this trail earned its 5 out of 10 rating. We hit our first major obstacle right off the bat, a deeply rutted boulder field on a surprisingly steep incline.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna try to crawl it. I don't think I'm gonna make it though, but we'll give it a shot.
Normally, the Jeep would crawl right up this, but it rained last night and the dirt here turned into absolute grease. You can see the suspension working, tires just hunting for any kind of grip, trying to carry enough momentum to bump up without breaking anything. But it was like driving on ice. After a few attempts, I had to make the smart call and take the bypass. There's a fine line between pushing the rig and just spinning your wheels. We'll definitely have to come back and conquer this section when it's dry. Once we routed around that slick rock garden and took the bypass, the trail finally opened up. And as we crested the top of the ridge, this is the payoff. Just endless rolling hills. When you're running on fumes after a long night, this view is the ultimate reset button. Pushing further down the trail, the terrain really turns into a roller coaster. You're constantly met with these steep climbs followed by immediate descents. Now, you don't strictly need 4-low for this trail, but dropping it into low gear definitely gives you so much more control over your speed coming down these steep grades. What I would highly suggest out here though is high clearance. If you want to make it through these deep ruts and over boulders easily without constantly dragging your undercarriage, clearance is your best friend. As you make your way through, you'll hit a few crossroads like this one. There's actually a massive network of trails weaving through this entire area. If you got time to kill, this is a fantastic place to just come out and explore different routes. For today though, we're gonna stay on the main trail. It's funny how perspective works out here. Looking at some of these drops and climbs from a distance, they look incredibly intimidating. But once you line up the Jeep, pick your path, and actually start crawling through them, they become completely manageable. It's all about trusting your rig and picking the right line. And as you keep driving, the views just remain absolutely stunning. We're sitting at close to 3,000 feet in elevation right now, and you can see for miles in every direction. If you come out here to run Drinkwater, do yourself a favor. Don't just blast through the obstacles. Pull over, drop the tailgate, and just take some time to soak this in. It is exactly the kind of peace and quiet we came looking for. So, the final verdict on Drinkwater Trail. Does it deserve the OnX 5 out of 10 rating? Given how slick the first boulder field was from last night's rain, it definitely showed its teeth. But overall, if you've got the right clearance and you're smart about your lines, it is incredibly fun and manageable run. But more importantly, it did exactly what it was supposed to do, leaving the ICU alarms behind, cruising through the pines in silent electric mode, and just getting off the grid for a few hours. This is the best kind of medicine. It's the ultimate reset. Huge thanks to you guys for tagging along on this post-shift run. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Also, I'm going to be launching a Patreon for the channel very soon where we'll be doing some exclusive Off-Road Odyssey stickers and more, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, get some rest, get out on the dirt, and I'll see you on the next adventure.